Hello, everyone, and thank you for joining us here. My name is Christian Martin of Christian Martin Associates, a sports and technology consultancy firm specializing in agile methodology and partner of the SportIn Global Summit. The SportIn Global Summit is a three-part virtual event, bringing together the greatest minds in the sports industry to talk about data and the future of sports. We had part one of our summit focused on the Americas on August 26th, bringing together 5 speakers from the American sports industry. Our next event will be on September 30th, part 2, focusing on Europe, bringing together a special set of speakers there. Today, I'm joined by one of the Europe Summit speakers. His name is Hisham Shehabi. Hisham Shehabi is the co-founder and COO of N3XT Sports, a strategic consultancy agency that specializes in end-to-end innovation, technology, and investment strategy. Before co-creating N3XT Sports, Hisham led in many managerial roles with the International Olympic Committee and with the Bahrain Olympic Committee. Hisham has a master's in advanced studies in sports and technology from the International Academy of Sports Science and Technology and has served on the board of the Swiss Association of Sports Managers, the Bahrain Roadrunners, and other sports organizations. Hisham, thanks for joining me today. How are you?
Doing well, Christian. Thanks for having me.
Awesome. Well, thank you for being with here today. We've got a few questions for you. So here's the first one. Can you tell us more specifically, what do you do in the sports industry?
Yeah, so as you mentioned, co-founded and co-created a company in 2018. It's a consulting agency that focuses on strategic advice and implementation of new strategies for sports organizations, focused on new business models that are emerging due to technology shifting very quickly and consumer behavior is changing a lot. So what I do is operate the company as the COO. And so what that means is that we connect with, on my side, specifically the Olympic movement and a lot of the organizations in that space, such as international federations, national Olympic committees, brands, agencies, broadcasters. And it really is a wide net that is cast, because we believe that a lot of sports organizations are not in the right frame of mind or do not have the right operating model in place to take advantage of new trends in the market. So our job really is to come in to support first on education, Christian. That's one of the things that's really important because a lot of the knowledge that is inside sports organizations is built on traditional kind of business models and operating models. And so we come in to help them understand what is possible before putting in very bespoke strategies in place and supporting these organizations to implement them. So it's an exciting role, and we work really in Europe mainly, and the Middle East, although we do have some clients in Central America and in Asia.
Awesome. Thanks for sharing that with us. And then can you tell us, what was your first sports job and how did it happen?
So I consider my first foray into sports, my first volunteering position with the Bahrain Roadrunners, where I did a lot of event management. I still believe, even though we're in the middle of the pandemic and events are have kind of slowed down, event managers really understand sports and how they're delivered. And so with that experience, it gave me a really good view into kind of the economic backbone of sports, which again, as I said, is events. From there, I moved on to the Bahrain Olympic Committee, where I held the marketing manager role, which opened up again my Olympic prospects. And I was fortunate enough to work with the International Olympic Committee, which opened up then kind of a global view to sports. So definitely I would consider my first job being the volunteering one, but obviously it didn't pay the bills. So my first real, let's say, job in sports with the Bahrain Olympic Committee, marketing educational courses to the Middle East and supporting national federations in Bahrain on their marketing plans.
Right on. Awesome. Thanks for sharing that with us. And then last question here. So what will you be talking about at the SportIn Global Summit?
Yeah, so part of what we do at N3XT Sports is technology strategy, which is a very wide net, I would say. And our focus in the last 12 months has been really on digital transformation. Naturally, this is kind of top of mind for many leaders in sports organizations today. And so we approach it from like a dual transformation perspective, looking at kind of how you can start to deliver digital services and products to your stakeholders, whether they're fans or partners, but then also how do you modernize the sports organization itself so that its tools, its processes, its solutions, its people work in a more digitally minded way. And so I'd like to kind of share some case studies that we've been working on and some insights from the main challenges that sports organizations face and where we see this moving forward.
All right. Well, it sounds like we're in for a treat. Thanks for sharing that with us. And so, yeah, Hisham, thanks for being with us today. And for everyone watching, thank you for watching. We're really excited for the upcoming SportIn Global Summit Part 2 taking place virtually for the continent of Europe. You can register for the SportIn Global Summit at sportinglobalsummit.com/summit. And you can also find on the SportIn Global platform profiles of the event speakers, and you could also find job opportunities in sports. Hisham, thanks again, and we look forward to seeing you at the summit.
Looking forward to it as well, Christian. Thank you.
All right, take care.